Hey guys, and welcome to my last episode of my ZeroCraft Let's Play. Now I'm here on the ZeroCraft server, and well, the reason that this is the last episode is that the server is going to be scrapped. We have sort of been playing on there for a while now, and I know this hasn't been exactly the longest season, but yeah, we are going to get rid of this server and get a new one running with a 1.6.4 mod pack, which we actually sort of created ourselves. So this is running the Feed the Beast 1.5 beta pack with GregTech, and it's getting sort of old. Why am I? Oh, I need to eat something. All right. So yeah, because I haven't really recorded anything on the server in a while now, and this is the last episode, I'm just sort of going to tour everything I've built basically since since the start, I guess. So yeah, let's start with my base. So I'll just go outside real quick. Yeah, these berry bushes were put here by Phil Noel, or yeah, however you pronounce it. I'll never get that right. Up here on my base we have a lot of solar panels. These are the hybrid ones and a couple of the compact solars. Over here we have my very useless steam energy plant, I guess. I've never really got much power from that thing, but yeah, whatever. It was sort of an experiment. Then yeah, over here, this is my my main apiary area. So got all of the bees most of the bees I've bred in here, so all named. And it continues over here with some of the more advanced bees. And yeah, so over here I've got a couple of unnamed ones, and well, these are 5 apiaries and they all contain the same bee. They all have radioactive bees, and the reason for that is that, well, uranium is hard to get and these bees make uranium, so that's why I have several of those. Over here in my base, sort of laggy a bit, but okay. So if I check uranium, you can see I have quite a bit of uranium thanks to all of those bees. So that's nice. Let's have a quick look at our solar panels. Yeah, let's say make one. Oh, there we are. That was really fast. Yeah, I appear to be having some lag issues. Not entirely sure what the cause of that is. Server's been running for a while, so that might be why. Alright, let's see. I'll just put that right there. Okay, so solar panels, sort of getting into solar energy because, you know, it's convenient. Then yeah, so this was my original area where I started with my house. It's where I keep you know, random stuff which I collected. I got an uncrafting table here, my setup to process my my combs. Then yeah, some other stuff which I barely use anymore. Got some nanosuits here. And yeah, over here my very awkward manual setup to create liquid DNA. So hoppers feed it into the what's it called here? The gene pools, yeah. And yeah, over here I've got my assembly table for making BuildCraft stuff. So I actually have power conduits running through the walls, so they're, let's see if I can sort of break one of these. Yeah, so as you can see, redstone energy conduits running through the wall to power all that stuff. So I try to hide a lot of the conduits and wires as good as I could. Like some things like over here, it got sort of hard to hide them. It's not impossible, but you know, got sort of annoying, and I figured, you know, whatever. Yeah, so I also have like a panel here, which actually hides some of the applied energistics cables. And yeah, so this was my bee workshop where I did genetic experiments on bees to create new species, improve species, whatever. And over here I've got my enhanced portal with like some portals in there, but yeah. All right, so that's, but yeah, and over here of course my ZeroCraft area, but I'm not much of a magic mod guy, so I never really used it that much. Like I did get some research out of it, but yeah, the main reason I had this was to create necrotic frames, which are really useful when you're breeding new species of bees. Okay, so downstairs, this is my lava tank, which is currently empty because my pump in another probably emptied out the area it was working at. Then over here we have my water collection thingy. This one sends water into a tesseract to get water to my, I think, industrial grinder. Over here we have my actual water tank, which also has a tesseract somewhere, I think, underneath, to pump water out of it. And yeah, this power by, wow, that's 5, yeah, 5 aqueous accumulators, no, 4. All right. Over here I have a massive setup with geothermal generators, well, thermal generators, yeah. So essentially, originally, this tank here would fill up with lava, and that lava would be sent into all of these generators, and they would output a pretty massive amount of power. And yeah, this is the generator which converts the little steam I got from my setup up there on the surface to power. All right, here we have liquid DNA, yeah, for my bees. Really huge tank. So I had a lot of liquid DNA. I destroyed my tank to build this steel tank to be able to hold much more. Not that I needed more, but you know, I figured why not. But I'm not sure why it's not filling up. I still have liquid DNA. Sorry, I still have bees being fed into my gene pool, so it shouldn't take that long to process. But yeah, over here I have a massive AE setup. So this is the quantum assembly chamber, yeah, molecular assembler chamber. So this is a pretty massive one because I needed a lot of processing speed. It's a perfect cube, so it's completely filled up. And over here some nice high voltage charge pads, which charge my suits when I'm working here in one of my work areas. So I've got yeah, mostly stuff set up here to do manual work. And over here I used to have my my setup with my machines, which I removed. The only thing remaining here is my industrial grinder, which basically, you know, it grinds up every ore I get. And here I still have the industrial blast furnace. Now over here I am running laser drill. With, yeah, there we are, laser focus. Okay, so yeah, the laser drill just gathers ores for me. I only have one running at the moment. As you can see, I have basically hidden most of the wires and cables and pipes and whatever in the ceiling and everywhere. So it looks, it's a bit tidier. Don't have to jump over stuff and whatever. And yeah, so I used to have everything like macerators and I know, everything set up here, furnaces, compressors, and I removed that. I think I already showcased that in the last episode, but let's have another look. I still haven't built a staircase, but I set up all of that here. As you can see, this room is pretty massive. There's plenty of space to add more stuff. Here in the middle we have some cables and pipes running through the wall. which go mainly to my my mob spawners, but you know, I had to hide them some way, so I just built this nice reinforced stone column around them. And yeah, here we have my my interface for, you know, accessing my entire storage system. And yeah, so if we have a look here, most of these machines actually all handle a single, yeah, there we are, a single item. So if we look here, we have one pattern. Same over here, one pattern. So each machine should only handle one item. The reason for this is that I figured it would be faster. So if it doesn't have to queue different items for a single machine, it can process in parallel more different items. The only thing that handles more would be this macerator here, which basically processes all of the drops I get from mobs, well, and this osmium ore apparently. I'm not sure why that's not in my grinder, but yeah, whatever. So all the drops I got from mobs would be macerated here. Currently I have all my my mob farms turned off because it's a major lag for the server, so I'm not generating any drops, but that's basically where I would process those. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for my base. So yeah, this is my biofuel tank, which I get biofuel from these bioreactors, which are constantly being resupplied with stuff I basically farm. And well, bone meal, but I got bone meal from bones obviously, which I get from skeletons. As you can see, I have over 6 million bones in my system, so I'm not going to run out of those anytime soon. And yeah, so that biofuel basically powers all of these generators, which create the BuildCraft energy, which I use, you know, for various purposes. And yeah, this is mob essence, which I got from my, well, my soul shard spawners by grinding up the mobs from there. And I used that to spawn some of the mobs which were too much of a hassle to get soul shards for with the auto spawner. Yeah, this is the final piece to my base. So I've got a little lever here. If I flip it, the lamp there should turn on. And yeah, I've got some blackout curtains here, but when I go through it, you see it's a portal. I end up in like a completely different area of the world. And this was my UU matter farm. Like, I never really got around to finish building this, but it already generated so much UU matter that I never really needed to have any more. The reason I built this here is that the Dragon Egg siphons, I think they're called. If I can, oh great. Well, whatever. The server's going to be scrapped anyway. But yeah, so those basically generate a massive amount of flux, and that was sort of a problem at my base because I had wisps flying around everywhere. So I built this, well, this little room deep under the ground here. Well, deep, we're at level 58, still pretty deep. This is pretty elevated area, but I built this here, this bunker actually, under the ground, because behind these amber bricks, well, the entire thing is basically surrounded with reinforced stone. So this was supposed to contain and hide my main UU matter production area. So yeah, you have 3 of these matter fabricators, which are being fed diamond dust, because it's really efficient at generating UU matter, and I have like tons of the stuff. So diamond dust essentially being fed into these matter fabricators, and you know, they get power from this entire system. And yeah, so that's basically how that works, and they all get sent through the well, no, the ender chest here provides diamond dust. So in my base at home, I have an ender chest which is being filled up by my AE system with diamond dust, and then all of the UU matter that's created is being fed into this tesseract, which basically just leads into my default collection chest at home. All right, so let's head outside. Actually, I'm sort of curious where this portal leads. Oh, okay, so to my old bee area. So this is where I still have a couple of bees. These also, you know, send all the products through Tesseract to my base. But yeah, this is where I used to breed bees, and I was actually in the process of removing this whole setup by finish upgrading these bee species into my best ones and setting them up at home, but I never got around to finishing all of them. But yeah, so this is where I used to breed bees, and actually if we go over here, this is where Failnail lived, or lives, you know. Not sure who's been online lately. Does sort of look like some stuff has changed. I don't know. But yeah, so this was his bee area. There's a lot of forestry trees here, which obviously... Oh wow, it's a lot of butterflies flying around here too. So yeah. Oh wow. The system is sort of overflowing. That's a lot of combs. All right, so yeah, this is where he lived, and over here we have a big tank with this liquid DNA. Sort of lived inside of this mountain. Sort of funny. Like, it's actually like you really just made the mountain into a house. Well, mountain, sort of more of a hill than a mountain, but let's see, where's the entrance? I think it was down in some hole. I think it's over here. Right, let's drop down there, and yeah, over here. Yeah, oops, no, not over here then. It's here somewhere, pretty sure. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, he was sort of a Tomcraft guy. Lots of Tomcraft stuff here. Yep, there we go. Also use the magic mirror, or whatever it's called, to transport ores from his quarry. Sort of smoky. And yeah, so nice setup here as well. Let's head upstairs and outside. So, bamboo columns. But I can just, you know, fly over that. Still has those birds caged up in here. Poor things. I'm surprised they haven't run out of oxygen yet, but yeah. Where am I right now? Oh yeah, near the spawn area actually, where we started. So yeah, you can see, like, if we get closer to spawn, people have sort of modified more area. I'm curious what's down here. No, yeah, someone, yeah, had sort of a mob farm thing going on here. I'm not sure who built that, but never sort of figured out how that worked. Yeah, over there we have Setel 123's place. Mind that quarry. Yeah, over here. Oh wow. He has made some upgrades since I was last here. Quite a few. Actually looks quite impressive. Alright, so let's... Oh, I miss his red door. Sort of hard to knock on these doors, but without breaking them, that is. Oh, cool. Wow. This place is really really made extreme progress. So clean now. Yeah, so I do believe that ZL123 made a video touring his base and stuff, so I will just continue on and link to that in the description. So yeah, that's this part of the server. Like, we have a lot of random trees planted everywhere here. Sort of odd. Well, whatever. Yeah, little Steve Scart's tree farm, I guess. Never really used the mod, but that's nice. Let's see, who else lived on server? Oh yeah, there's Pepperan's place. Let's go have a look at that. I'm lucky I can fly very fast with my... oh yeah, this was a Felnol's village, sort of. Bump. Alright, where, yeah, to fly around the mountain. And then here we are. So I'm just going to climb the stairs. Really nice snow staircase. Must have taken some effort to build. It's really, like, I really like how it's built into the mountain. It's really impressive. It's really big too. It's got a little silver wood tree set up here with nice glass roof. This interesting contraption, I guess. Lots of chickens and a local villager. Hello there. Not sure what... Oh yeah, okay, so that's empty. This is a storage area, I guess. Lots of farming going on in this mountain. That really is a lot of farming. It's too bad it isn't automated. Staircase to apparently another level, or what was probably going to be another level. Walk, 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 very fast. Snow column. Looks like a workshop area. ZeroCraft going on in here. Yeah, so this is a pretty nice base too. It's got some machines set up here and there. I do believe that this here is actually sort of the downstairs basement area where he ran some quarries. Yeah, that looks like quarry holes, I think. Not sure what else it could be. Let's jump in a random hole here. Have a look. Okay, so he sort of ran around down here. Cool, cool. And lots of springs here. All right. Well, let's try to head back up. That's apparently not the best place to go. Yeah, here we are. Ladder. Oh, this one leads straight up. That's nice. All right. So maybe I can possibly find one or two more bases on the server. Let's see. There's my base. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there's like one more base on server, but I am not sure where it is, so I doubt I'm going to find that one. But that's, you know, sort of I think, yeah, probably good server tour. But one thing I want to do is go to the end, and because in the end we had some construction as well, which I sort of liked, so I'll quickly go over there and show you that. Nothing really going on in the nether, so not going to bother with that. Just hope I have enough power left in my suit to get there. All right, let's just go. Yeah, great. Oh, stop it. No. Seriously, two of you? Stop that. Okay, guys, I'm back. The game crashed on me, and yeah, I quickly restarted the server as well. So hopefully I won't have as much lag anymore. Let's... Damn it, stupid skeletons. Die! No, well. Nope. I've never had this much trouble getting to the end. That's for sure. There we are. Alright. Let's head down here. This is the quick route to the Ender portal, which we discovered. Okay, great. Still free candy. Let's go grab some. Now, the thing is, yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get there. I should probably recharge my suit first. Okay, I guess I'll quickly go recharge my suit. Where did... Oh, this is my portal. Okay. Somewhere to a distant place in the end. Yeah. Okay, so let's head up here. Don't look at the Enderman. Where's that portal? Oh, there we are. Yay, I finished the game. Okay, should take us back to my... or not back to my base. Okay, I should be able to get there fairly quick. Okay, I had not seen this before. What's this? Welcome to Seddle's shop. We sell things and stuff. Okay, I'm curious. Please place payment in here. Buying. Wait. Repair one book for 10 blocks of diamond. Okay. 16 leather for 1 diamond. 2 woven silk for 1 diamond. These are some steep prices. 2 UU matter for 1 uranium. That's really expensive. But I have enough uranium and UU matter, so... I should have tons of UU matter. That's kind of nice. We had a like trade station or whatever it's called set up in here, but yeah, that sort of malfunctioned and crashed the server, so we had to remove that. Okay, let's go back to my base. Let's see what direction is that. I think it's, yeah, in this direction. Should show up soon. Can just fly to my bees area and head to my base from there, because I have that portal here. There we are. Okay, now let's quickly charge up my suit. All right, 1, 2, 3, and now this one. That's a lot of EUs. Wow. That should charge it up real quickly. Real fast. All right, there we are. Just a little bit more. Okay, great. So let's quickly head back to the end. Where was that? Let's just fly over here, then it should show up soon. There we are, the end portal. Oh, just mountain. Okay. Flying really quick. Sometimes I'm not sure why, but I'll like you can fly really fast with this suit, but sometimes it'll sort of give me a speed jolt when I start flying fast, and I'm not sure why that is, but it's insanely fast. Okay. That's not... whatever. Okay. Almost there. Ladders are so overrated. So slow. It's way faster for me to just fall into a hole and just, you know, have my boots absorb the shock. Alright, so we've got the blue portal there. So let's quickly check out our portal gun. Yeah, so just if I want to get back. Now, I'm not entirely sure where I'm actually going. Like, there should be an Enderman farm here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. So I'm hoping it'll just run into it if I head in this direction. It should be around here somewhere. I'm surprised I didn't put up a waypoint, but yeah. I need to eat again. Nom 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 nom. Oh well, I don't think I'm going to find it, so I'm just going to head back. It was built by ZL123 though, so maybe he will also showcase it in his video. So, you know, if you're checking out his video, see if he did that. Just might. It was pretty nice. Okay. Oh, too far. There we go. Oh, where am I now? I'm back at spawn again. Alright. Oh, looks like there's a little Enderman grinder here too. Oh. These 2 block holes are really hard to aim for. Come on. There we are. It's nice with stained glass. Nothing up here. That might not have been the best of ideas. Yeah. Hello. Oh, ooh. Okay, well, let's head back to my base real quickly. Real fast. Is there? Oh, my base over there, I think. Oh yeah, I haven't shown you guys my see, that was one of those weird speed boosts, whatever. So yeah, the last thing I want to show you guys is my farms here, which have really gotten pretty extensive over time. So this was basically a biome which I totally wrecked using the filler, I think, from Buildcraft to flatten it out, fill it up with dirt, and so I could build on there. This here is my rubber tree farm. Then we have nether warts. Over here we have carrots, I think. Yeah, carrots. Over here we have more carrots. No, they're potatoes. Yeah. Here we have some wheat, some barley. Then in the greenhouse we have carrots, I think. Then we have, yeah, carrots, potatoes. I know which is which. Here we have some more barley, some more wheat. And this is all connected up to my base through applied energistics, and the power is provided from the generators. It's all built-craft power. There used to be mushrooms in here. Not anymore, apparently. They generated sewage for me, but yeah, they're gone. And yeah, this is just some little experimental area. And then finally over here, like there's nothing in here now, but imagine this was filled up with mobs. This one with the 3 grinders was magma cubes, I think. So a big, really big spawner area. Each of these like cages, whatever, had a different type of mob. Well, there were a couple of doubles, but mainly different types, and they were all being fed power through this system and mob essence, and the gold pipes here, they transported all the drops back to a tesseract. So these redstone energy conduits are connected up to the system in my base directly, so they run through the reinforced stone column in the bottom area of my base, which we saw earlier. And yeah, this was also some weird, I know, the map loading, everything. Actually, yeah, no, I finally think I know what this is. I could never figure out what made these holes, but I think that's actually my force field that did this. Yeah, that would be it, my force field. Alright, well, that's one mystery solved. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up here. So this will be the last episode of Season 1 of the ZeroCraft Let's Play. The next time I return for a multiplayer Let's Play will be for ZeroCraft 2 with the Absolute Zero mod pack. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Sorry I didn't publish more episodes for ZeroCraft, but hopefully that will change when ZeroCraft 2's being set up. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and hopefully on ZeroCraft 2 really soon. Bye, guys.